welcome to a Highlight Couponer. Today is Sunday, June the 13th of 2021. I'm back with another day of Loon. This is the 14th day I've actually filmed something for Loon. I can't even believe it. I'm so excited because that means we're halfway through almost, and that means I'm so much closer to being done with school. So exciting. Cannot wait. So anyway, it's Sunday. Sundays are really busy morning, afternoon. So basically I film Target on Sunday, and with Walmart and most of the time Kroger, I usually can prep in advance, but with Target, you can't prep in advance. You don't really know what the circle offers are and what really the sales are even until Sunday morning. Their ad's not very clear on what's on sale, so I have to get up early on Sunday morning, go through the matchups and do all that. So I did that. I got ready for church and then went to get papers. I always buy my newspapers at Kroger. I just get them there. They used to be a lot cheaper there, but they stopped selling them for cheaper. But I still get them there because I get the fuel points. Now, I know a bunch of you guys, I'm going to say this quick, because a lot of y'all tell me, oh, you need to go to Dollar Tree. It's so much cheaper at Dollar Tree. Our Dollar Tree used to sell papers a day later. They don't do that anymore. Or if they don't even have a newspaper stand anymore. They used to have a newspaper stand where they would get the papers a day later and they would sell them for $1. And I used to do that for a while, but people caught on to it. And now I don't even think they do that anymore at all. They don't even have a newsstand in the store anymore. So that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, I just go to Kroger. Even though they're super expensive now, they used to be $2 and that was okay. Then they knocked it down to $1.25, which I thought was amazing. So then I started buying a few more, and then they put it all the way up to $3. So now I don't even, so annoying. I only buy 2 usually, but I got it at Kroger, and I always get them there because number 1, I get the fuel points, and then number 2, I'm not used to them. The inserts are all usually intact. I've gone some places where people will actually steal the inserts out the papers, and that really makes me mad. But Kroger, I've had no problem with that. I went today, though, and I do my usual. I flip through them just to make sure that no one didn't take any of the inserts out. And the first paper I look at just has the save insert in it. No smart source. And I'm like, uh-oh. Not good. So I sit there and look through most of them. And there's a lot of papers that didn't even have any inserts in it. But the only ones I saw were the save. So I was like, okay, that's not good. So I was like, maybe this is just a thing with Kroger. So I'm running over to Walgreens. And same deal there, just the save. And so that's concerning. That's really concerning. So are the newspapers not going to give us the smart source anymore? That would be a big deal because the smart source, in my opinion, is probably the best insert. The save ones are okay, but the smart source is just the best. It always has been to me. So if I don't get the smart source, that's really going to be a big deal. Thankfully, this is what's weird. I don't know if they're phasing it out of our area or not, but here's what I think is happening. We get this little thing called the advertiser. It shows up every Sunday, just everybody's house in the city, and it just has some coupons in it, and it had the smart source and the save. So I'm like, so we're still getting it in that, but not in the paper. Well, if we go back a couple years ago, this is exactly what they did with the P&G. They quit giving us the P&G in our local paper, and they just started putting it in their ad bag, and it was like for a year we didn't get the P&G. Except for the little ad bag. Or we had to pay $5 or $6 for the Columbus paper. And it's just like, are we serious right now? Seriously? So, if it goes to the point where we're not going to get the smart source, that's a really big deal. But a good question that this kind of makes me analyze is, now I have to always get at least one paper because my great uncle wants the Sunday paper. So I'll always get whatever inserts our area randomly gets. However, I'm noticing lately I'm using fewer and fewer printable fewer and fewer insert coupons. I find myself using more printables, which is so weird, but I find myself using more printables now than ever. I don't know if anybody else is noticing that trend or not, but that's just what I've been noticing is the printables are a big deal. So I've thought about this for a while. I'll get the copy of the paper that my great uncle wants, but do I even need to buy more than one paper? Because I feel like a lot of them go to waste. So I don't even know. I'm really frustrated. Maybe I shouldn't even be so bummed about the paper because maybe I just should stop buying them altogether. I don't know. Especially having a YouTube, though, I feel like I still need to get the inserts so I can do my hauls and stuff. But it seems like it's a waste of time to go there and then they just don't have the smart source. If they're just selling the save insert and that's all we're going to get, I'm definitely not going to pay $3 for one insert. I could go online and get it cheaper. Honestly, I could go online probably and buy it cheaper than that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but that was kind of weird that there were no inserts. I'm hoping there have been some weeks that they just mess up and the next week the inserts are all there again. So I'll just have to check next week. But not getting it was kind of a blow. So yeah, interesting. All right. I have a cool thing I'm going to show today. Now, this didn't happen today. I actually filmed this a couple weeks ago. We went out of town to St. Clairsville, which is a really awesome, they have a really nice mall. If you're ever in that area, it's on the Ohio-West Virginia border. You should totally check it out. It's a really nice mall. They have some really cool stores in it. I mean, I actually was there with the intent. Well, I didn't go there just for this. We were in the area, and I was like, well, I'm going to film one of those dead mall videos because it's been a while, and why not? I get there, though. That place is the farthest thing from dead. It's actually still doing really well. I can't believe that, but it is. I'm happy about that. It was seriously like a mall kind of wrapped in time because so many people there shopping in the store instead of going on their computer. It was so many people there. It's just really an awesome feeling. They are kind of wrapped in time, though. They have a bookstore still, a music store, tons of stores still there. And it was really an exciting feeling. I loved that so much. So I got some footage. But the thing I'm really excited to share with you guys is this mall has one of the only 2 remaining Sam Goody stores in the country. Now, apparently this was like a big deal back in the 80s and 90s. I never really knew about it, except I've seen a lot of dead mall people talk about it, and I remember that this mall had the store. We used to have something similar called an FYE. I think there's still some of those around, but it's gone out of business around here. But this Sam Goody store, apparently the company went out of business, but for some reason these 2 are still in business and it's still here, like a fully functional Sam Goody. So cool. So I'm going to show you guys all that footage. Let me know in the comments if you've ever heard of Sam Goody. Did you shop there maybe when you were a kid or an adult or whatever? And maybe this will take you guys back in time a little bit. It's so cool how it's like preserved. We've gone to this mall. I think my family started going there I think my mom and grandma went shopping there when I was like a baby or something. So it's like kind of grew up going there, and the store looks the exact same as it did 20 years ago. So it's so cool. Let's go look at that footage. I'm super pumped to share it with you guys. Guys, that is the Sam Goody there. That was really cool. That's super awesome. I know it's not abandoned. I know a lot of you guys who are into the abandoned videos might have really enjoyed that. Now, I know the place isn't abandoned, obviously, but just a really good throwback, like a flashback to, the past. A store kind of stuck in time. Really, really cool. So that was a lot of fun. And I definitely want to do more of the abandoned, vintage retail stuff. Hopefully next week or something, or the week after that, because we still have a little bit left in Vloon, and especially once I'm done with school, totally planning on doing a bunch of stuff like that. I'm thinking about revisiting some of the abandoned places that I've gone before, because a lot of the places, believe it or not, are still abandoned or still dying. So the Long John Silver's here that I did a video about 2 years ago is still abandoned. Somebody actually recently went and did a video on it, so I might go revisit that. And also the Sunrise Center here in town, it actually, I think, has gotten a little bit better. I think there might be even more tenants out there now than there were when I did that last video. But yeah, so I might go and revisit some places on Vloon here. And there are a couple abandoned places in the next town over. Maybe I could do an abandoned video on those sometime, but we'll see. But I definitely want to bring those back. I love those videos. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying Vloon. I think that's going to call it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.